Hey there, YouTube. Another Taurus High Point production coming at you. Calling this one part 2. Cast bullets versus copper jacketed bullets. I'm going to try to keep it short, direct to the point, and not get off on any tangents. The first one I did dealt with copper jacketed bullets and muzzle loading. What I'm doing today is copper jacketed bullets and smokeless. With muzzle loading, you'll see the failures on the Thompson Center Shockwave, brought to you by Cumberland Outdoorsman out of Tennessee. He does a video on the Thompson Center Shockwave. I suggest checking him out. Ethan, I love muzzle loading. He does some work with some of the muzzle loading bullets, showing better performance than what Cumberland Outdoors got. Check him out as well. Make your decision from there. I am basing this on my experience from 380 to 45 ACP and the experience I have had shooting these rounds, whether it's Remington, Sealer and Bellet, Nosler, Sierra, Berries, Tony's, it don't matter the manufacturer of the ammo or the maker of the bullet, or whether it was a reload or a factory loaded ammo, as well as it doesn't matter the firearm. Ruger, Steyr, Taurus, High Point, SIG, Smith & Wesson. Long as it's a semi-auto, you're going to run into these problems. The breech is going to heat, okay, as you're out there shooting. When that does, that's going to cause that bonding agent on that copper jacketed bullet to give. Whether it does in little pieces or whether it does the whole copper jacket, just depends on how bad your next failure to go into battery is, or how hot the barrel gets, how hot that breech gets. There is a way to combat that. I've got a video of me doing a Taurus G2S where I polished the feed ramp and the breech. I don't show me actually polishing. I just set you up with what you got to do and point you in the right direction. That's all I can do. YouTube has got this anti-gun modification thing going on. So I just show you what I use and then cut the video and did the work and then brought you back to show you the finished project. Now, are copper jacketed bullets totally bad? If you've got an aftermarket barrel, Lakeline, one of these race barrels, one of these other companies make, no, because everything they do, they polish them up real nice before they send them out. And your copper jackets will perform nicely in there, and you may never have that issue I've discussed. If you're running a factory barrel and you're having failure to go into battery, that's the cause. You got a little piece of that copper jacket being stripped and lost in your breech. When you eject that round, a lot of times you pull out that little piece of copper jacket and your next round goes in and you continue shooting until it happens again. You're left confused but not quite sure what's happening. More than one occasion I have had to take the gun apart with a live round in the breech because the copper jacket was so thick in that breech that when it went into battery, it didn't go into battery far enough, but it still locked the gun down. I've had that happen with a Steyr. I've had it happen with a Ruger. I've had it happen with an FMK. It's just going to happen. A lot of times, it's not the firearm, it is that ammo. It's not bad ammo, it's just whatever bonding agent they're trying to use. Not enough on the copper jacket, or as that breech started to heat, it melted that and you stripped off a little strip. More than one occasion, I've happened to strip it all apart because it would not even go into battery. Turn the barrel upside down, shine a light at the bottom of the barrel up to the breech side as I'm looking down in it, and you'll see a little piece of copper all the way around in your breech, and you're like, well, that ain't right. Is that copper, or is it actually maybe your brass starting to separate? You'll get in there with, I use some jeweler screwdrivers, poking stuff around. Brother-in-law did it, and he got it finally to flip over to where you can fish that screwdriver in and pull out the entire copper jacket. Now, that happened with a Taurus. I've had it, like I said, happen with a Steyr M40. I've had it happen with a Ruger SR, a Ruger 45, a Ruger P95. Doesn't matter the weapon, it doesn't matter the ammo manufacturer. If you don't polish that breech to almost a mirror sheen, you're going to be running into those issues of failing to go into battery, or going into battery and locking up. Again, this is from my experience. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I don't have a Patreon, so when I do this, it's done on me. It's my dime. I don't care about that. I'm just sharing what I find. This has been a Taurus High Point production. I choose, therefore I am responsible.